In the quiet town of Hazelwood, on a cold evening, Ethan sat alone on a park bench. He stared at the river flowing under the old wooden bridge, but his mind was a whirlwind of memories, both sweet and painful. He remembered Anna, the woman who was once his everything. For months after their breakup, Ethan carried the past like a heavy backpack. Every song, every street corner was a reminder of their time together. He tried to move forward, but the past held him tight. Or so he thought. The truth was, it wasn't the past holding him, it was him holding on to the past. Meanwhile, Anna was also adrift. She had moved back home, hoping distance would mend her heart. But every night, memories of Ethan would come flooding back. The day they met, their shared dreams of opening a small cafe all felt like pages torn from a beloved book. One evening, her father sat with her and said something that would change everything. Life doesn't ask us to erase the past, it asks us to learn from it, and then keep walking. If you carry yesterday on your shoulders, you'll never have strength for tomorrow. Those words resonated deep within her. Ethan's own journey began unexpectedly. A friend dragged him to volunteer at a children's art workshop. He was reluctant, his heart too heavy for joy. But there, surrounded by the laughter and creativity of children, something shifted. A little girl showed him a drawing of a broken kite, soaring high in the sky. When Ethan asked her why she drew it that way, she smiled and said, "Because even if it broke, it can fly again. You just need to fix the string." That simple phrase struck him like lightning. That night, back at the park, he wasn't mourning what was lost. He looked at the bridge and whispered to himself, "I can't change the past, but I can fix the string. I can choose to fly again." From that moment, both Ethan and Anna began to rebuild their lives, separately. They weren't trying to forget each other or rush into something new. They were simply learning to live again, for themselves. Anna started teaching piano. The music that once brought her pain now became a source of healing. She realized that memories don't need to be erased to stop hurting. They just need to be transformed. Ethan found a new sense of purpose in community work. He helped at shelters, mentored teenagers, and even joined the project to repair that very same wooden bridge he used to stare at, lost in his sorrow. It was during one of these repair mornings that their paths crossed once more. Anna was walking by, carrying books to donate to the library. She saw Ethan, paintbrush in hand, and her heart skipped a beat. For a second, the old ache returned, but then it vanished, replaced by a surprising sense of calm. She wasn't broken anymore. Ethan saw her too, and they both froze. But this time, the silence between them wasn't heavy with unspoken words. "Hey, Anna," Ethan said gently, his voice calm. "Hi, Ethan," she replied softly. They stood there, not as two halves of a broken whole, but as two individuals who had survived their storm. In the weeks that followed, they began to talk again, not about what was, but about what is. They talked about the kids Anna was teaching, the bridge Ethan was fixing, and the new dreams they were building. They were rebuilding themselves. One evening, Anna shared a profound realization. "For so long," she said, "I thought forgetting was the answer. But forgetting just made me run in circles. What really freed me was accepting that what we had was beautiful, but it's not who we are anymore." Ethan nodded in agreement. "I used to think the past was a prison," he confessed. "But now I see it's just a chapter, and chapters aren't meant to be carried forever. They're meant to be read, learned from, and then turned." They didn't rekindle their romance. Instead, they found something just as valuable, a deep friendship built on mutual respect for each other's journey. They had both crossed a bridge, not the wooden one over the river, but the invisible one between holding on and letting go. And in that crossing, they found true freedom. Their story teaches us something profound. You don't have to erase your past to move forward. You simply have to accept it, release its weight, and make room for a new day. Healing doesn't come from forgetting. It comes from learning to live with your memories without letting them define you. It comes when you stop carrying the pain of yesterday and start embracing the infinite possibilities of today. The past belongs behind us, but the future is an open book, waiting for us to write our next chapter. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that inspires and uplifts. We'll see you in the next one.